premier balloon capital of the world, this is live coverage of the 51st Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta and the 66th Gordon Bennett Coupe Aeronautique. It's Balloon Fiesta Live, powered by ExxonMobil. And now, direct from the rooftop studio at Balloon Fiesta Park in Albuquerque, New Mexico, here are your hosts, Glenn Moyer and Art Lloyd Jr.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and to our viewers online around the world. We are on the air and online at the 51st Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, powered by ExxonMobil. This is Balloon Fiesta Live. I'm Glenn Moyer, joined by my co-host, Art Lloyd Jr. Good morning, Art. It's day 5 already.
Day 5 already. Yes, it is. We're halfway through the week. And so that means we're back to another Mass Ascension Day.
That's right.
On Flight of the Nations Day.
Flight of the Nations Day. And the way that works, ladies and gentlemen, is they begin the flight this morning. There will be one balloon team from each of the international countries participating that will launch carrying their national flag to salute our international pilots, and then we'll carry right on with a full-fledged mass ascension. Always a great day, and we've got another Chamber of Commerce weather day, it looks like, this morning.
Well, and appropriately enough, because our Flight of the Nations Day brought to us by New Mexico True, the tourism department here in the state of New Mexico.
So we'll see Bill Lee in the New Mexico True balloon very early this morning as well, I would think.
You will. He will be the first balloon of the day,
so
if you will.
Balloon of the day number one.
Yep,
yeah.
Taking the USA colors out.
That'll happen when we kick things off officially with the national anthem coming up shortly today.
7 o'clock for that one.
Yes.
And I've already heard our Dawn Patrol folks out there, so they'll be doing their show this morning as well, I believe.
Okay. They are, of course, sponsored by the Route 66 Casino Hotel. Going to be an exciting conclusion to the 66th Gordon Bennett. We still have 2 teams. Last I checked that were in the air. They flew through a 4th night.
Yes.
They did catch that northward curve. They reached the eastern seaboard, and now they're curving up the coast toward the Virginias, trying to see who can make the furthest. And being in the lead is always difficult because do you land and risk the second-place team
going past you, right?
Or do you keep going to the very bitter end and hope it's enough?
Yeah, it's one of those just cat and mouse or bouncing back and forth.
Yeah.
Who's going to go how far? And, yeah,
So we should see the conclusion to that race this morning. We, of course, will be getting updates from Regan Tetlow and his team at Gordon Bennett TV, who we're very excited to be working with. We'll be getting live updates for them later in the morning. So going to be an exciting day.
It is indeed. The other thing that has happened today, too.
But wait, there's more?
There's more. There's always more. There is always more. And I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't warn the truck. They do have this graphic somewhere, but
I
didn't
we've got
warn them
graphics
of
here.
it. We've got them right here.
We've got the old-style graphics.
People always say, so when do you start talking about Balloon Fiesta for the next year? Well, there it is. This is the bumper sticker for 2024. So 1 year from now, the theme is Embrace the Sky.
Indeed.
If you're here on the field, you can now pick up these bumper stickers at any of our information booths. They should have them for you. They're in a few other places. They're in the merchandise tents, I believe. But here's the bumper sticker for 2024. It's got the dates on it. And
powered by ExxonMobil.
There you go.
Yes,
there
indeed.
you go. So now you know, which means we've been planning 2024 for a few months now.
Yeah.
Yeah, to have to produce this and to have enough of these out there for you. It is, it's out there. We're already working on 2024, and we're just, like we said, halfway through 2023.
That's right. So wow, there's still more to come.
Well, it's a good time because people keep asking this, too. When do the tickets go on sale?
Right.
Now that we know the dates, now that we know that it's Embrace the Sky, when can I get tickets?
Yes.
You can reserve your RV space starting in very early January. I don't have the exact date in front of me, but very early January, so you're going to want to start looking on our website.
And those go like in hours, they're gone.
Hours they go. Yeah, if you get in like the next day after that, there's a few spots left, but you definitely want to be online to get your RV space the day that those open up. And again, that's going to be in early January.
Pilot invitations actually don't go out until March.
Right.
Okay.
And then in April, 6 months before the start of Balloon Fiesta, is when tickets to everything go on sale. So the Gondola Club, Chasers Club, the Skybox, glamping, Camp 505, and even general admission tickets.
And the glamping in Camp 505 is something that is, this is the first year for that? No, we may have had glamping before.
We've had glamping for a few years.
We added Camp 505.
We did.
We had some great video of it earlier this week. Glamping are some luxury tents. I mean, I assume they have like floors and bedding and the heating and all that sort of stuff. And then just beside it, we built this Camp 505. And this is really a very cool story because you could actually reserve a space in basically what is a pup tent. Little two-person pup tents. You stay there for a minimum, I think there's a minimum of 3 days or 3 nights, whichever. But when it's over, when your stay is finished, you can pack the tent up and take it home.
That's right.
And then we'll put up a new one for the next person coming in for 3 nights.
That's exactly what happens. Yeah, they have the Balloon Fiesta logo on those little blue tents. And there's a number of other amenities that come with that tent as well. So, yeah, it's been very popular, actually, to have folks in Camp 505. And not only do you get the advantage of being right off the field and you could sleep in and let the balloons fly right over you, but then you end up with a nice tent as well.
Yeah, you can just literally pull your lawn chair out from the tent, sit outside in front of your tent with a cup of coffee, maybe a hot chocolate or an adult beverage if you're of that nature at that hour of the morning, and watch the balloons fly right over you. So that is really cool. I've really been excited about that. Not that I would want to stay in a pup tent. I'm a little old for that. I did that when I was a Boy Scout, but that was a few decades ago. I like a nice, comfortable hotel bed now and again.
I was never the tent type of person, but for those folks that like those things, and the glamping tents are fabulous over there.
We went. One of my favorite camping stories as a child. We went up to the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee with my mom and dad, and I think maybe my younger sister was with us at that point in time. I think it was before my younger brother was ever born. But anyway, we were camped in, and we had one of those big family-style tents with the zippered doors and all of that. But at some point, at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, my mom woke everyone up and said, "Oh my God, there's a bear, there's a bear." And she was so frightened, we had to literally break camp, pack up the tent, get in the car, and drive into town and spend the rest of that morning, night, whichever, in a hotel. Never forgotten that. But as a family, we used to do a little bit of camping when I was younger, and then I was in the Boy Scouts and we did some camping there. So that's kind of cool. But if you are of that ilk, he said early in the morning, Camp 505. Check that out. Might be something you'd like to do next year.
So while we're talking about camping, our Dawn Patrol team is getting ready to inflate their balloons. They're basically all in the cold pack or the cold inflation segment of putting your balloon up, and our camera is right there, so we're looking right up inside. Let's see, I think that's the Freedom Flyer one. That's the one with the Constitution
with the Constitution on the side? Yeah, okay.
And so we've got a number of them, and the idea is that you put a bunch of cold air in there, and it actually is a little cooler this morning.
It is.
And then at some point when that is fully packed, has got as much cold air in there as you can, then you light the burners, heat the air, and the balloon stands up. And our Dawn Patrol show folks will do that to all at the same time. And so we'll see them all light up and all stand up together.
About this time in the morning, we usually check in with our chat groups. We are on a number of different places you can watch the show, including on the Balloon Fiesta Facebook page. And I monitor the chat group there. We've got folks checking in from Lubbock, Texas, Greenville, South Carolina, Springfield, Ohio, Hamburg, Germany, some of our international audience coming online. Greetings from Maine, California. Let's see, where's everybody else coming in from this morning? I don't have my readers on, so I'm getting caught up here.
Well, I've got a few over here.
Yeah, Big Sky Country. I guess that's usually up in what, Montana? Is that Big Sky Country?
Yep. Pennsylvania, Joe Zimmerman says, good morning from South Carolina. The gas balloons flew over his area last night. Hopefully you got to see them, Joe. Good deal.
Yeah.
Robin is she's just saying good morning to us. I saw one here. Greetings from my bedroom in Albuquerque.
Oh,
come on, Riska, get up.
Get your you-know-what out of bed and get over here. Candy Wells says, good morning from Amish country in Etheridge. Hometown was Greenwood, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi International Balloon Classic. I was the announcer at that event for a number of years. Missed my annual travels to Greenwood. There's Anderson, South Carolina. Sebring, Florida.
I've got
Oklahoma.
Leesburg, Florida over here.
Okay.
And Kentucky.
Huntington Beach, California. Been there. From Texas. San Antonio, Texas. Used to work there at WOAI. Good morning from Ohio. Here we go. From Yorkshire in the UK. Martin Axel. Oh, good morning, Martin. Nice to hear from you, my friend. He's watching from Yorkshire in the UK.
I got 2 or 3 folks on the field that are watching us. Carlsbad, New Mexico.
On the field. Good for them.
Yeah. Atlanta, Georgia, the Netherlands, Alberta, Canada.
Got Bentonville, Arkansas, home to...
and there is our inflation taking place.
Yeah, there we go. Now you can see the Dawn Patrol balloons lighting up as they go hot.
And you're right there. You can almost feel the heat coming through the TV.
Almost.
Almost. Not quite, but almost.
Scotts Bluff, Nebraska. Some of these folks, there's another from Vicky Disney. It's afternoon here in the UK. Don't rub it in, Vicky. We know it's afternoon over there. It's about, it's not quite tea time, but it's certainly lunchtime over there right now. Good morning from Japan. Outstanding. And then somebody throws me a curve every once in a while. Somebody just said, GM, everyone. And I thought, Lynn Moyer, everyone? What? Oh, wait, no, she meant good morning. But same as my initials.
Right,
so it kind of caught me off guard
Nova
there.
Scotia, Canada. Good morning from West Virginia. And from Cleveland, Georgia. Mary says she's been enjoying our live videos each morning. Thanks, Mary. Appreciate that. And here's one from Bristol, the UK.
Pauline Baker is watching, as always, from Ireland, from the Emerald Isle. Good morning, my friend. We miss you here. You and love to see you both back over here. You and Malcolm. And maybe they'll be back with us next year. And fingers crossed, maybe I'll get over to Ireland next year for their national championships. Good morning, all from Denton at the Peterbilt truck plant. Okay. Driving today. Do I need a jacket? I would suggest one. Yes. It's a bit. It's a little cooler this morning than it has been all week. Still quite nice.
Yeah, actually, it's been very pleasant. Great flying conditions.
Yeah.
I did bring the heavier jacket today. I was just feeling a little cold. Maybe.
Same here. It's been like, I've checked as I've left the hotel each morning, it's been like in the 57, 58. Today it's at 53, and I heard someone else said when they walked out, one of our stage crew, it was like 48. So it's definitely a little chillier today. It's going to get much colder. There's a big cold front coming through tomorrow. Friday morning, according to the news that I've seen on local TV, it's going to be like in the upper 30s. It'll be chilly. So, yeah, definitely time to start layering up.
That's
I mean, it warms.
It's all about.
Well, yeah, of course it
warms
is.
up as soon as the sun
warms up when the sun comes up. No,
this is the time of year in Albuquerque where we can have a 40-degree swing from the overnight low to the high in the afternoon.
Because it'll be upper 30s in the afternoon, and then it'll be upper 70s.
Exactly.
Or upper 30s in the morning, and then upper 70s in the afternoon. So, yeah, it's just, and it always is coldest. You probably know this. It's a weather fact. The temperature always drops, and it's the very coldest right before the sun rises. So even if it were like 53 now, once the sun starts to rise, it'll drop to about 51, and then it starts to warm up again. There was a nice all burn from the Dawn Patrol show down on the field. We had it on on the live stream, so I know our viewers can see it. So good to have you all checking in. Thanks for saying good morning to us. We appreciate your good morning wishes, and great to see that we have, as usual, an audience all across the United States and all around the world.
Let's introduce our Dawn Patrol team.
All right.
See if I can make all this work here. And so in no particular order, we have Kurt Bramble in Eagle Be the People. That's the red, white, and blue balloon with the eagle on it. That's not the one I wanted. I want that list. The purple one with the dark purple pieces out there is Dawn's Delight. That's Dewey Ruth. We also have out there the yellow one with the landscape and the palm trees around it. That would be Greg Lindsay in Floating Oasis. He's even lighting up for us out there.
Yep. Right on cue.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me get back to my list here. We have a kind of a stair-step multicolor, which is white and black and yellow and red and blue. That would be Too Good Looking. Chuck Schick is out there. The other red, white, and blue balloon that's out there with the stars on it is D3. That's Tim Taylor. And we're getting almost an all burn out there as well.
And there's Tim Taylor right in the center, doing a little bit of a flicker burn with his balloon.
We also have the Lighthouse Business Information Solutions team, Scott Vesley. Kind of different shades of orange with the orange pennants on it.
Got a little purple near the bottom and the top.
There's the Chick-fil-A balloon
Yeah.
that we're seeing on the screen. That's Craig Kennedy.
That's looking up from the basket through the burner frame into the inside of the envelope.
Rick Jones is out there in Polar Dawn. That's yellow stair steps with orange and blue stair steps. So it looks like on the screen we're hanging out with Chick-fil-A, so we'll just keep going through the rest of them. Also out there this morning, Michael Scott, Spirit in the Sky. Michael told me that this is going to be his last time flying at Balloon Fiesta.
Oh no.
So he'll be here through Saturday, of course, in the
Yeah.
Dawn Patrol show. He is going to join our safety team starting next year here at Balloon Fiesta.
Oh, okay. All right.
So he'll still be here, but this is his 30th year flying at Balloon Fiesta. With the white equator and then the reds right above and below the white equator, that's Dreams Fulfilled and Brian Carlson. And we also have, I talked about Michael Scott, and let's see, I think I have everybody out there except our team leader, who is Matthew Grote, flying Whoosh You Were Here. I'm gonna let you talk because the boss is calling.
Okay, well, talk with the boss, and I'll talk to the folks. Again, Dawn Patrol, well, they should be launching here just momentarily now that they're all stood up and hot inflated. A couple of mornings ago when the winds were really, really calm, they did almost a mass formation launch. They went out in a big cluster. Lots of pictures of that posted on social media. And if you are posting on social media, be sure to remember to use the hashtag Balloon Fiesta so that everybody can find and see those great pictures. There have been some amazing photographs of all of that activity. But yeah, that collective group of the Dawn Patrol the other morning was really nice. Usually they will launch one by one and gain a little bit of separation between each other. But they also give us the first indication of what today's weather might be, what the wind direction for the pilots will be. Now that can always change once the sun comes up, and typically it does slightly, but we get a general impression of what the morning's going to look like once we see the Dawn Patrol go aloft.
So we'll be watching for that. That should just be a couple more minutes.
I think
all the other pilots are now over at pilot briefing.
Right. They're getting the full update on today's weather.
There's an all burn.
There's an all burn. Yep. They're getting updates at pilot briefing on what to expect from today's weather, as well as the coming weather for tonight and tomorrow morning, although we don't have any flying activities tonight. So they'll also be reviewing any necessary safety measures, rules, and reminders about minimum altitudes here and there, et cetera, et cetera. Once the light, there's a flicker burn from Dawn Patrol. Once the sun is up and it's light, you'll notice some very tall red and white pylons, one in each of the four corners of Balloon Fiesta Park. Those are altitude reminders for our pilots. We have a safety rule that when you're over the field, over the spectator area, which is considered by the FAA to be a congested area, you have to be a minimum of 75 feet high. Your basket can't be any lower than 75 feet. Well, those four red-white pylons that you'll be, again, able to see once the sun comes up are exactly that. They're 75 feet. So as the pilots come flying into the field, it doesn't really apply today because they're flying off the field. But on competition days, when we have a lot of pilots flying in to targets here, those pylons serve as a reminder that they need to be at least that high. If you can look out of your basket and that pylon is above you, the top of it, you know that you're too low. So you can keep an eye out for that.
We've talked about today being the mass ascension, but yesterday we had our second day of competition.
We did.
And you remember that one of the tasks was a maximum distance double drop.
Yes.
The idea that there's two triangles out there and you had to drop your marker in the triangles, one in each triangle.
Right.
And you had to have them as far apart as possible, yet still inside the triangle.
Yes.
Okay? And
we still have that graphic?
We probably do, but we don't need it. I was just going to tell you who won that competition.
Well,
yesterday.
I was just thinking it would help for people to understand it if we had the graphic and we could throw it up. But
we actually, I'm looking at the results posted to the Balloon Fiesta webpage.
Okay.
And we actually called this as they came by. And,
yes, you were down there on the target.
So Shane Shipman, and he was flying with Crystal Ciarza, and she was in the balloon. That was the pink, white, and purple balloon.
Right.
It's like Maze Magic, I think is the name of that balloon.
The name of it, yeah.
Yeah, so his maximum distance, and remember the bigger distance is what wins, was 179.41. And so Shane,
and that's feet.
I think it's meters.
Is it meters?
It's actually meters, I think. All right. But yeah, they don't. Whatever it is, there it's in there. So, but Joe Hartzell, who we've watched come in time after time after time, year after year after year, he was in second. Edward Gordon was third. Johnny Petrin was fourth, and there were actually 19 of them that actually did manage to get a marker in both triangles.
Outstanding.
To get a measurement. One of the other things we talked about yesterday, we saw somebody come in and drop their markers really nicely in the triangles, but we pointed out that the markers were not unfurled.
Right.
Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. So there were two pilots that apparently did that yesterday, and I see penalty points on both.
Because the rules state your marker has, when we say markers, folks, in competition, what we're talking about is there is a small bean bag. It's only a couple of 3 or 4 inches square maybe, that's weighted as a bean bag, and then it has a long tail streamer to it, kind of like the tail of a kite. Well, by rule, that all has to be unfurled when you drop your marker. You can't wad it. It can't be like all wadded up with a rubber band around it and you throw it like a rock or a hardball baseball. It's got to be unfurled, and if it isn't, then you suffer penalty points. Look at that shot of Dawn Patrol. They're now all getting airborne, doing an all burn, and they did do sort of a mass launch together there. So another nice day where they're all kind of grouped side by each, as James Taylor likes to say in one of his songs.
Just to finish up on that competition, if I look at the distance here, that penalty took that pilot from what would have been second to 16.
Wow.
Yeah, and the penalty is like 50 points, but it was that tight. The competition was that good that's what has happened there.
Well, and just a quick summary from looking at that, it would appear that certainly we know that that Joe Hartzell had an excellent day. He had the winning toss on our Sid Cutter Memorial task on Monday. Johnny Petrin also did well, so they did well yesterday. So I'm sure in the overalls, Joe and Johnny have both got to be doing very well so far.
The other part of that competition was to throw a marker on the X, which was between the two triangles.
Right.
Different task, but we're using the X for two purposes. So Shane Shipman, who had the best score on the maximum distance double drop, ended up with the second best score on the X.
Okay.
And so Bill Dobbs got a little closer in there at .06.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think we saw that one come right down on it as well.
It was yesterday.
We
just reach over the basket and set it down.
Joe Hartzell down in 9th on the X target yesterday. But yes, I think you're right. We're going to see Joe near the top of the leaderboard overall. We will award all of those prizes with lots of cash and other fun stuff on Saturday. Right after the eclipse.
That's right. Yes. So Dawn Patrol still hanging. This is a beautiful morning for Dawn Patrol. They're all just hanging right there together.
Yep.
Doing a bit of formation flying this morning. Had a couple of comments from folks who are watching on the field this morning, and just a quick reminder, if you're carrying around a phone or a tablet, whatever electronic device you might have, if you're so inclined, you can certainly dial up balloonfiesta.com and catch the Balloon Fiesta Live link there. You can catch it on the Balloon Fiesta YouTube channel, on the Balloon Fiesta Facebook page, all sorts of places that you can find Balloon Fiesta Live, our broadcast. If you'd like to watch both on screen and in person, if you're out on the field with us today.
You know how you know you're successful? Is when people copy and steal your stuff.
Steal your stuff, that's right. Flattery is the great, what is that saying? Flattery is the...
flattery and imitation.
Imitation is the... Thank you. Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Goodness, thank you, Truck.
So, just a word of caution. If you are not watching directly on YouTube or Facebook or through the BalloonFiesta.com page, you're watching a hijacked stream.
Yep, we found at least four of them
Yep.
that are taking our signal and streaming it and creating their own little groups on, I know on Facebook and on YouTube too, I think.
Yep.
You know, claiming to be Balloon Fiesta live streaming, or so they have some name like that, and they are not legitimate partners to our broadcast. I've also seen, and we have some guy in our Facebook group that every morning joins the comments and posts 5 or 6 times in a row a link to something. I don't know what it is, and I would encourage you not to click on it. I have multiple times told that person to take his act and go elsewhere. He's not welcome in our chat group, but that's the type of thing that happens on social media. People start hacking into anything that is successful.
Well, and we just put a warning out to folks here in the last couple of days. The other thing that we've had is with ticket resellers who are attempting to sell you tickets to Balloon Fiesta, promising you a front row seat, you know, in seat number A4 or something.
Right.
We don't do any of that stuff. We sell general admission tickets, and people get to go wherever they get to go.
Right.
And of course, we do have the Gondola Club and those types of things. All of those things are sold through BalloonFiesta.com. If you're not buying your tickets from there, then
you're getting scammed.
Yeah, you certainly are. And so
you're probably not going to get a ticket or your money. So
exactly.
Be careful.
Be careful and use BalloonFiesta.com. Also look for the AIBF logos. We can actually, if you want to, I can show you one right here on my jacket. We have started putting these little AIBF logos on all of our official merchandise so that you can see. It's just this little white tag right here. And yeah, it's going to be on this sleeve right here.
The sleeve.
Right there. Down a little bit.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah. So we are putting these on all of our official AIBF merchandise so that you know that it is official licensed merchandise. AIBF Balloon Fiesta is a registered trademark, as is Balloon Fiesta Live. And we try to protect that, and we want you to know that you are getting the official and licensed merchandise.
We've also been doing that for a number of years now with the official pins. I'm sure you probably
can't see that.
Can't see it, but there is an AIBF logo on the back side. This is my announcer pin, and on any of the official Balloon Fiesta pins, there will be a logo back here, and a lot of people get see the designs, and then they go out and counterfeit and try to sell the pins and claim that they're this or that, and they're not. So you do have to be, use some common sense and be a little wary as a consumer.
And another place to check on that is actually on BalloonFiesta.com. But we have pictures of all of our official pins, actually our programs and our calendars and our posters. They're all on BalloonFiesta.com. You would go over under merchandise, go down to Collector's Corner, and you'll be able to see what they all look like. So you can see them up close. You see what the back looks like. You see that logo that Glenn was just talking about on the back, and actually also photograph them over a 1/4-inch grid piece of paper so that you can get an idea of the size of those as well.
Absolutely. Just got a text that the green flag is up, which means we are all good to go this morning.
At 7 o'clock when the sun comes up.
When the sun comes up, yeah. We do have to wait and launch when the sun comes up. But look at Dawn Patrol. Talk about calm winds. They're not going anywhere. They're right up over the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Which is could mean we'll have a nice, long, slow mass ascension this morning. We'll have to see.
Yep.
Because ideally what we'd like to have is enough wind so that the balloons on the field can launch and get airborne and clear the field.
At least clear the field, and then hang right off the field.
Hang around overhead, but clear the field so that the airspace directly above the other balloons on the ground is clear enough so that they can then get airborne. You don't want to just get airborne and go up a few hundred, 100 feet or so, and then just sit there, because then you're in the way of everybody else. So we never want it to be dead calm. We want, a little bit of movement. We've had some of that, like 0.0 gusting 0.2 this week.
Hey, so of course we launched the 66th Gordon Bennett Coupe Aeronautique right from this field on Saturday night.
Right off of Route 66.
That's exactly. 17 balloons, 16 actually launched. one of the French team had a little bit of a leak, and so you don't launch if you're not able to keep the gas contained in the balloon.
Yeah, they felt like they would not have made it through the first night, and so it would not have been safe to be in the air.
So 16 of them actually took flight, and the last time we looked, there were still two flying.
Yeah.
But are they ready over there, guys?
Okay.
So let's go over to the Balloon Museum where Gordon Bennett TV and Regan Tetlow is to find out where we are now. Regan, good morning.
Good morning.
Very good morning, Glenn. Very good morning, Art. Thomas is with me in the studio. Exactly 82 hours and 4 seconds ago, the race began. The 66 Coupe Aeronautique Gordon Bennett. 16 teams into the sky. Right now, we've got these two teams left still flying. France 2, they came second in 2021, and the defending champions, Germany, won. Winners in 2022. Both of these teams have come second in the American version of the Coupe Aeronautique, the America's Challenge, but they've never actually won that event. What a night it's been so far, Thomas.
Incredible. It's a little bit like in the Tour de France, where one driver or one rider is in the front and the other one behind him, and they are tacticking back and forth, and you can see that here on the map very well. That France one is a little bit ahead, but has a little bit of a worse track than Germany one. So we will see how this will turn out.
82 hours at the moment. It's an incredible length of time. The actual record for a duration flight in the Gordon Bennett is 92 hours. That was actually set by Willy Amos, wasn't it?
It was set by Willy Amos when he flew up, I think, into the Baltics, and 82 hours is an incredible time. Absolutely incredible.
Well, we've got updates from the teams. Let's start off with France.
Good morning from France too.
Good morning.
After the fourth night on flight and very interesting nights, very technical, very tactical. We are having something like 25 knots, about 150 meters above ground, so it was a bit tricky, but we did well, I think. And now there's a nice overview behind us, and we will enjoy the rest of the flight, knowing there is still the German team behind us, so we will take care. Bye-bye.
See you.
Eric and Benoit there.
And look at that, they have sunlight there.
Yes.
We have still pitch dark in Albuquerque, and they have already sunlight. There you see what distance they have covered.
It's incredible. Right now, 2,515 kilometers away from right here at the centre.
From Albuquerque, from the center of the...
So we see what teams are up to. Let's check in with them.
Hello everybody. Hello everybody from Germany 1 again. So it's daylight, the sun is got up. Very nice, low flight over Georgia and then South Carolina. So now we will continue to the northeast and trying to catch France 2. A lot of ballast, you will see it. You can find this evening, but the direction is not the best. We will fight for the direction and yes. Bye-bye.
I do a transatlantic flight on an airliner, 8 to 9 hours. I look and feel completely gone and exhausted. These guys look fresh as daisies.
And that's something I'm very surprised about. Both of them look very fresh, very crisp, and mentally totally upbeat, you know. So I think they are all in a very good shape, as well with balance, but especially mentally. And then after 82 hours, it's really achieved.
What an incredible race this is turning out to be. So what's going on? Let's get into it, Thomas.
So we have two balloons still in the air. We have a little bit north, it's France, which is tracking now towards Wilmington. A little bit south, we have Germany, which is tracking a little bit north of Wilmington. And as you see, I mean, the further north you get, the better is your position in terms of distance. I even suspect, you know, you have here this outer banks of Carolina. If you move in order to be sure that you win, they will go over the water and maybe even land in the outer banks. And with how fresh they are, you know, and how crisp they are, I think they will go for it.
Oh wow! Hey, let's talk about water landings.
Yeah, so water landings are not a pleasant thing. I can talk about it a little bit. I did a water landing in 2000, but water landing is out of bounds. So, if according to rules, if you land in the water, you receive no result. So it's a high risk, because if you go to the outer banks and you miss them, all the race for 82 hours was for nothing.
Wow. So let's zoom in again there and let's have a look at exactly where we're looking at. I mean, where could they possibly land?
You can see that is like a beach here, which is some 50, 100 meters wide. It's enough to land on, but you really have to know how to fly balloons to land on such a narrow strip.
Wow. And what other kind of potential do we have?
Yeah, we can take a look at the trajectories a little bit. I will ask. So here you can see the trajectories. So here you see different trajectories, and you can see there is some winds which may take you even north here. And here we have a little field, an airfield, which is called Kitty Hawk. That's where the brothers Wright have made their first flight. What a wonderful thing it would be if the oldest aviation race would land at the oldest airport.
Yes. Wow. There's too many things happening to contemplate. We've no idea how long it's going to go on for. It all depends on what's happening.
It depends on it. I think, you know, theoretically the race could be over in 4 hours, but I don't think so. I think they will fight until their last drop, and they will fight to get to the north as much as possible. I suspect they will reach close to 90 hours.
And France, they're under pressure, aren't they? You know, they're being followed. When you're out in front there, you really have the pressure, because when you decide to stop, all the other guys do
one more meter, exactly. So as I compared with bicycle racing, you know, the guy in front is never in an advantage, because the guy behind is in the wind channel and just can determine when the attack will come. So this will be a very fierce race, and I'm sure the French will fight until the last drop. They will go to the last meter, and that's why I said the Outer Banks, because if you land on the Outer Banks, there's nothing behind them.
Yeah.
You know.
This is our short little update teaser show. We're back at 9 o'clock with a full analysis. Before we go, got anything from the social media guys? Anything we want to be looking at right now? I know Mark's got some footage of the nighttime flight. Benny was live on Facebook this morning as I was having my shower. I mean, for me, this looks like, as a skydiving perspective, that's my final turn to land. Mark was talking in the car a little bit about the inversion, Thomas, how you bounce off it.
Yeah, so there's inversion at the ground. It's colder air which lies on the ground, and the balloon swims on it. It's a very stable flight on this inversion. The problem is it's very low. And this area over there, you have a lot of TV and radio towers which are higher, which are peeking out of the inversion. So you have to be
Yo, good morning, What's up, Joe? What's up? Balloon Hunter, how y'all doing this morning?
Some 500 feet above ground. Is very, very stable, and
it looks like we have rain in the area, which means if it's raining, we're not going to be flying today. We're not going to be flying today if it's raining. Now, if there's a couple of spots, I might take that chance. You know, without storms and rain. Hi, kitty keys. But right now, I don't have any rain on me, but let's see. Yeah, there's rain north of us. Turn this off. If you ever need to turn your flashlight off, press Alt F. But yeah, right now I'm not getting any rain, but I know it's supposed to rain here a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. Hi, Star. I'm having to like lock my animals out of my room so I can stream, because boy, it's like they know when I start streaming or doing something, boy, they come in here and then they come one after another. I got 4 cats. And it's like they all come in one after another trying to get them to go outside. And I know they wouldn't care, but we got a cat that's an escape artist, and he likes to escape his shit. The one that got stuck in the tree. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna send you the map, Joe, for this weekend's competition at the airport. I'm gonna have it circled 3 different colors, which is 3 different points, so you can get familiarized with it. and I'm gonna try to promote that and push that out there so those who want to compete know the rules and nobody gets their feelings hurt. Even though it shouldn't be that way, it should just be for fun. I mean, it's just a fucking game, but you know. So we shall see.
Vinny and Willie only have to go another meter further.
That's it. They know exactly where the line is
They
to be
know
able
where
to
they've
get.
got to go. Hey, and talking about that inversion, that brought back memories when I learned to fly out in California when I was living in Sacramento. That we would have inversion very often in the valley of the pool in there. And in a hot air balloon, you would be up at altitude and a few hundred feet up, whatever, and you decide, well, I'm going to land, and you could literally just stop burning and let the balloon start to fall, and as you begin to descend or fall out of the sky, the balloon picks up speed, but you would hit that colder air, that inversion, and it was like tapping on the brakes of your car. You would have to burn, let the balloon fall down into that colder air, and then because the balloon was hotter, you would lose some of that descent. And it was like, kind of like when you step on a deep snowpack and your foot is here, it goes, down into the snow. The same thing with the balloon. You didn't have to burn. You could just let it fall into that inversion. The colder air would literally stop you and set you gently back. So
I was
it's
watching
cool
this
to
rain
see,
cloud.
and best of luck to both France 1 and Germany 2. What an incredible race this has been, and the last few hours will be fun to see.
And like we've all said, it's just going to be that who has to land first.
Yep. How much ballast do you have left?
If the Eimers have to land, then France knows, okay, we can land because we're ahead of them. If France lands, then Germany knows exactly how far they have to go.
And I haven't looked, but I think that means that the USA team of Noah Ford
and Brenda
Collishaw, I think that means they'll be on the podium in third place. I think they are of all the balloons that have landed, they are the farthest.
Was that lightning I just saw on here?
France 1. France 2 is the one we've been talking about. France 2 and Germany 1 are in first and second. France 1 did get past Brenda and Noah, so they've dropped to fourth. Barbara Fricke and Peter Cuneo have dropped to fifth now because they landed, and as we've been talking about, another team flew beyond.
Yeah. I was so excited. Brenda's a great friend, and I was so excited. She was a substitute pilot for Bert Fidelt, who we've discussed would have been flying in the event, but can't because he's waiting to make a transatlantic flight with Sir David Hinman Adams up in the far north. And the idea that she could end up on the podium, I was really thrilled for her. I hate to hear that he got passed at the last minute there. But still, the Gordon Bennett, an incredibly exciting race. You can't wait to see the end. Out on the field, ladies and gentlemen, the Dawn Patrol has flown away, and you're now looking at what we call our Krispy Kreme blow. We have a baker's dozen of balloons that
technically
stand up on the field.
The winds will be coming from the north
by the Krispy Kreme balloon
on the lower surface level, so I mean we can outrun the rain clouds. Watching
Smith,
our chief rookie.
Our chief rookie. That's a good term for it. And we still get our international viewers watching. I've got a message here from, if I can make this out, Evelyn Coleman's, I hope that is correct. Good morning from Belgium. I love the live feeds. It means thank you guys so much for doing this. And then in parentheses, and we kind of hope to win such an amazing license plate too.
Oh yeah?
We have our own Balloon Fiesta Live special giveaway going on this week.
Let's talk about it.
All right, let's show them the brand new license plate, Balloon Fiesta Live license plate. There you have it.
So this is a replica of what was a standard issue New Mexico license plate a few years ago.
Yep.
Featuring the balloon on one side and then your letters, etc. So we have worked with a local company here, the Sign Store of New Mexico, with our good friend Al Padilla over there, whose company basically makes every sign you see here at Balloon Fiesta. And they have made these license plates for us that say Balloon Fiesta Live, and down here where the expiration sticker would be, we actually have the full logo as well.
Yeah.
And we are giving these away to you. All you have to do is enter our giveaway contest. There's a QR
I'll let you
code
go
on
first
the
this
screen.
morning, Joe.
Scan the QR code. It's going to take you to a form to put basically your name and contact information in it. and gives you a place to provide some feedback on Balloon Fiesta Live as well. We appreciate that. And what we're going to do is every session we're going to draw 3 names. And we'll read the names on the air. You don't have to be present. You don't have to be watching. You don't have to be listening, because I will contact you after Balloon Fiesta to make arrangements to get this to you, whether that means mailing it to you or if you're in town, we'll make arrangements for you to be able to pick it up. So far, most of the people have been out of town, so we're going to be mailing them out to folks.
And we will mail them internationally, so if you're an international viewer, you're certainly welcome to register. We do ask that you register and if we find multiple, if you're trying to stuff the ballot box, we're going to throw out your extra entries anyway.
I threw out about 30 last night.
Yeah, so register once, and then you're in for the rest of the week for all of the drawings. So obviously the earlier you register, like if you have not registered yet, register now, because each session you'll be in with a chance to win. So the earlier you get registered, the more opportunities you'll have to win. But please do register just once. That's all it takes.
And we'll announce this morning's winners a little bit later
today.
A little bit later this morning.
And maybe the folks over in Belgium will get lucky. We'll hope so. You never can tell.
Maybe. It's been really exciting to see how many people are interested in getting a Balloon Fiesta Live license plate.
Yeah.
We should have sold them. We could have made a lot of money.
We could have done that on the side on Facebook and had a little racket going.
There you go.
You know, what we could do, too, I thought about this yesterday. We could have a grand prize winner. Maybe we take one and we get the whole balloon. Yeah, now we can really celebrate the 50th. And it's kind of cool because we're kicking off the second half century of Balloon Fiesta.
Look at that shot of the side of the,
And if you haven't seen the drone show yet, wait till you see the sugar skull in the drone show. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Now, speaking of drone show, is that a weekend only thing?
It's a weekend only thing.
Okay, so you'll have to wait till Saturday or Sunday morning to see it again.
Or evening.
Or evening, yes, because there is an evening show. So we don't do the drone show on
you got your wins different, right?
Okay, only Saturday and Sunday.
Like
all right.
So
something to look forward to this weekend. Because the drone show, both AM and PM versions, are really incredible.
All those yellow balloons that look a lot alike, that's a reason, because they're all Rainbow Rider balloons.
And while we're looking at that picture, see the big balloon to the left of screen. See the scalloped hole you can see on the side of the balloon?
Yeah.
We've talked a lot this week about turning vents and how pilots, once the balloons are inflated and up in the air, how they can open a turning vent and it allows some of the heat to sort of spew out the side of the balloon, and it's almost like a retro rocket, to use space terminology, since we'll have some NASA folks out here this week. And that little bit of a jet stream of hot air escaping out the side of the balloon creates motion, and it spins the balloon around. It allows you to turn the balloon round and round. Some balloons will have turning vents on both sides.
And they need pie balls in this game,
Others
too.
may have just one, but that's what that is. It's not a hole in the balloon. It's
they need pie balls.
By
they need a truck and trailer. They need options to where you can open up the trailer, unload the basket, unload the bag, lay the motherfucker out. Hey, Microsoft, I'm willing to help y'all for a small fee, bro. Gotta make a living, but I mean, I can improve your balloon game in 100%.
That's the other way they do that. Instead of one on one side, one on the other, they put them both together. They just face different directions.
Face different directions. Yeah. Some will have one on one side, one on the other. Others like this have it all on one side, but as Art says, it's facing different directions. So depending on which one you open, you can spin the balloon. Now, why would you want to do that?
Yeah, I got winds coming out the north right now, about 12 knots average.
I see the balloon from different angles.
Yes.
People see it from all around, and I can't have a continuous logo around the balloon.
That's right. And even if you did, you couldn't read it.
You still wouldn't be able to read it. So by turning the balloon, by rotating the balloon using the turning vent, now that logo rotates around, and you will see it as it moves around.
Rain hasn't moved much.
It's called advertising.
There you go. Or if you want to be slightly different, it's marketing.
It just decreased.
It's
so
branding.
Branding
went away.
It's making that
so there's
brand
a whole,
awareness.
There's the whole row of Rainbow Riders.
I guess we got a chance of rain today.
Scott Appleman runs Rainbow Riders, who has a ride operation not only here in Albuquerque year-round, but they also operate in the Phoenix, Scottsdale area, and from about Memorial Day to about Labor Day up in Colorado Springs. In addition to doing rides and getting people to be able to check off items on their bucket list, They also are now flying a number of corporate balloons as ride balloons.
Yeah, so it's kind of it's a double dip. The corporation gets the advantage of the marketing, the branding of the balloon, and yet it still is used as a passenger ride balloon. So it's both a commercial balloon and a ride balloon.
Oh, excuse me.
The client gets the benefit. My friend
And we have more balloons to get people up rides.
We do, yeah. My friend Margaret
Oh, the rain went back
is
to
watching from home. Good morning, Margaret. Hope things back in Shreveport are okay. One of the gas balloons flew almost right over the little airport that I live on outside of Shreveport. The balloon, actually Bluebird Hill Air Park. It's 5F5 on the chart, if you look in the aviation chart.
Our good friend Barb Tomlin has moved over from Facebook to YouTube today.
Oh, has she? Okay.
Yeah, she's abandoned you.
So
and
the
joined
storm's
me.
up that way.
well,
Okay, I see the
thanks,
rain
Barb.
cloud now.
Thanks for tuning in and checking in, Barb. Glad that you're always there watching us. Appreciate that.
Yeah, she runs a great Facebook page.
I mean, we should be all right when we get out of here
talk
soon.
going on, and really does an awesome job with her there on Facebook. Always have fun to have her. And Barb hasn't been here for, I think, maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember her being with us personally, in person, for a few years. So it's good to have her actually here in Albuquerque.
She makes the stealth visits. She kind of pops into town.
Does she? Okay.
And then when she leaves, she says, "Sorry, I missed you."
Yeah.
Or "I was just there." So we don't always get a chance to see her, but she does pop in here every so often. Actually, I did see her not too long ago at the Quad A meeting. Quad A being the local balloon club
Right.
here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, and Barb used to work here at Fiesta years ago, and knew some kind of.
Good thing for my watch and my phone and my iPad. I've got 3 radios in front of me here.
I should have thought to bring my Amazon Fire with me, because I could use that as another device and have another screen to watch, which is just what I need.
Speaking of coordinating lots of things, we are just moments away now from our balloon of the day and the national anthem. So let's go down to our announcer, Bill Royal.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'm standing here looking at a dozen balloons that are ready to go, our 11 international balloons, as well as our balloon of the day. And pilot Bill Lee is preparing Truly, the New Mexico True Balloon, to raise our colors and to honor America by singing our national anthem. Please welcome the New Mexicords.
Tigers of Utah.
Everybody up on the audio.
All
and
the
on
audio
screen.
worked. Everybody could hear. That was really
I thought
fun.
you was balloon of the day, or
Great
I thought
job
you
on
looked
the
announced there.
Mexicords. Thank
I guess you
you.
missed that memo.
That was
Go True, going off to the southeast.
We'll watch, kind of keep an eye on him now and see if he climbs high and begins to box out to the northwest, which is where we expect the balloons will all eventually head out to today. The sun has begun to light the sky. It's still to our east, but the sky is getting brighter, and it won't be long before the sunlight will be really as it warms up the sky and the ground and the crowd. Great morning. It looks like quick good morning. Okay, good morning, he says. Max and Meg.
You know, weather clouds will be going the opposite way, so I think that just missed us. It might have been raining when you screamed, but it just, you probably caught the end of it.
Their team is all here, a bunch of special shapes we've seen all week. The penguins, the panther, the cheetah, and there'll be a new special shape. Sky Story team from the Kent Airport. Down here at our end of the field, there's a look at our Exxon Mobil balloon, or there was a look. We are
with
powered.
The flame going up in there.
Yeah, we're powered by Exxon
Oh
Mobil.
shit, I need to turn my shit around.
Down a little bit, walking it, getting it ready.
Hold on, guys.
I think there's a launch director there. And if I'm not mistaken, the launch director has adopted the cowboy hat look of the team.
Oh,
I
no,
think,
they have.
Yeah, it looks like the launch director is
been adopted.
Been adopted by the crew. Yep, Tristan will be taking the balloon aloft here shortly with our cameras this morning. So
yeah, I gotta make sure I got all my instruments facing the direction I'm going. It's such a pain in the ass trying to turn around. Bro, these winds are not like this a second ago, bro. Come on, man.
We're having some fun with Paul because he was our executive director for 20 plus years. I was already an announcer here when he came on board as the executive director, but so he's been here for most of my 34 years.
There's that rain cloud up
there. Looks like retired
so
last year, and now he gets to fly.
It's going that way.
So the next balloon that took off from the field up there by the Main Street stage, mostly white with a design on it, a little bit of green at the top and the bottom. I'm thinking that looks like the balloon from Lithuania.
I think you've got the right balloon.
Yeah, Nature Park. Nico Benson, his first year here flying for Lithuania. There it is. Yep.
Boy, and I think the drainage wind just kicked in. Do you feel it's gotten a little bit cooler here all of a sudden? In the mornings, we typically get drainage winds out of the canyons from Santa Fe up to the north, and we've already heard in weather throughout the week.
There's already a south wind at 300 plus, going back down.
When that drainage wind kicks in, we, especially being at rooftop level, we're up kind of about equator balloons. We can really feel it. And
so there's a south wind.
It's gotten quite a bit cooler. But also, as I said earlier,
right about 400 feet.
Right at
so it's going to bring it right back over the airport.
And that's when you'll always get the coldest overnight.
And I'm trying to stay away from that rain cloud right now.
Sunrise. So that could be a part of the impact as well.
There's the Telemundo
slow, low flow this morning.
With the Mexican flag.
Ultramagic is airborne. Ultramagic is one of the several manufacturers, balloon builders that are here. Cameron Balloons, Lindstrand Balloons, Ultramagic, Kubitschek all have booths on the field located by
unless you want to practice like
pavilion at the south end of the park.
Whatever.
Technology, maybe talk
kind
about
of just go up, go down, go up, go down, and just really go nowhere.
This morning. Generally, they're open
sitting there going in fucking circles.
Window and for a while afterwards. St. Jean-sur-Richelieu from Canada, host of a very fine event. Yellow on one side, red on the other, with a white swoosh in between.
So let me just run down the countries that we are flying their flags out of here this morning.
Flight of the
that's
so
most of these right here.
Yep. Ultramagic would be Spain. St. Jean would be Canada. I forgot all about that.
I didn't got a whole Northwest.
So we have Belgium up there, Brazil, Canada, the Czech Republic, France, Germany, Luxembourg, Mexico, Spain, Switzerland,
I think,
and the United Kingdom, of course.
It's whatever kind of wind this morning.
Right now, our Flight of the Nations. Picking one pilot from each of those.
I need the 400 so I can go back the other way real quick. Let's see something.
But we're still flying the balloons.
Well, I see the Ultramagic balloon. I don't see a flag per se there, but I know that they are from Spain.
I think that was one of the flags that for some reason were missing.
Might have been missing. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, we can post a bunch of Spanish flag emojis. Our audience can.
Well, there we can. Yeah.
There are international flag emojis. Like they do the flames for the Allbirds during the glow.
Or the diamond rings during the proposal.
Yeah. So we could be doing flags during the Flight of the Nations today.
southwest
flight of
wind.
the nations up and away, and shortly we'll begin our mass ascension today. By the way, there is some competition going on. It does not count for the overall, but they've told the pilots that they can drop a marker on one of a couple of
Now I'm in the
targets
south wind
off
about
the field.
5:39, so I guess
And
the
it's just
layers
kind of its
are
own little fun
shifting.
competition thing. Everybody gets a chance
Yep,
to
now back at
participate.
southwest.
Again, it does not qualify, at least I've been told it does not qualify in the overalls because we have a competition set of groups.
So,
this is a mass
for this
ascension.
weekend, Joe, I don't know if you're paying attention or you see what's going on.
I think they throw a few hundred bucks out there.
This is going to be one of the targets in Long Island. This, of course, you know, you got your four corners of your airport runways.
That blue and silver balloon above us,
And of course, the other one's going to be like this. This is going to be like a middle.
and so that would be.
So that's going to be another target.
Well, it looks like that's a German flag.
And then there's like a helipad circle, like somewhere like in this little area,
Maybe I'm wrong.
and it's very small. But if you can get that, that's when you get, you know, the most points. But
I thought I saw
this
a
is
red,
something
yellow,
simple
and
like
black
that.
flag.
So if you want to practice, you know, like putting those two targets right there, so that's 5 points because there's 4 chances, so you get 5 points. Or you can land in the middle right here, and that's 10 points. Or if you go try to find the
And that one looks like it has a
helicopter
Swedish flag
pad,
inside, the red and white
that's 15 points.
cross in it. So I may be wrong about it. Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, I have.
Now, see, the thing is, you can, if you happen to be on the right line on the runway, you know, you can actually get 5 points.
But I didn't know that we had.
Touch and go here, that's 10 points.
Okay.
And 5 points. So technically, you can make up to 20 points for one day. So
Yeah, I think the British flag balloon wasn't flying. That's banner 117.
Yeah.
And oops, that's not the same balloon. I see 117 as Dan Gregory. But
the storm clouds kind of moved out the way now, so I think we good.
Yeah.
No, that's the balloon.
Yep, focus out the wind.
The balloon.
Oh, right. Yeah, because we were only looking at the.
We were looking at the flag. So yeah, that is the yellow balloon with the.
Look at this shot here.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some rope that is not tied off like it's supposed to be, or tangled or something.
And that's inside the new green elephant.
It
I'm
is.
thinking.
It
Yeah,
is.
the new
Yeah.
special shape.
Oh, I hate to see that. Having to walk inside and upload that.
Well, there's two schools of thought about that. Usually you take your shoes off and walk in your socks, and then I've seen other folks that they don't think twice about walking inside their balloon.
And ExxonMobil is away. If we look back down on the field.
Yeah, they're going to come right over the top.
Right over the top of us.
Studio.
That's Tristan.
There's Tristan, our pilot.
Keep an eye on what's happening.
They are away. Right beside them is Swire Coca-Cola, and I'm enjoying a little product placement this morning. We didn't think of that yesterday. I'm enjoying a nice cold Coca-Cola Zero on the set today. Tristan's going to be right over the top. There's the corner of the building. Wave with a cowboy hat.
Yep.
And they're going to point the camera down so we can say hello.
Well, maybe as they get past us.
Maybe so. We'll
Directly,
see.
straight up
Right
over
up
the top
overhead.
of us.
We're looking right up.
Right
at
up
the
in,
ground of the
yeah.
balloon. There goes an airplane right over
Right-
the top too.
As they like to say, right up your skirt.
Yeah. Oh.
Although that's a skirt.
Yes. Well, and upskirt is a whole different.
Yeah,
we don't need to get into.
don't go there.
Don't wanna
I
go
drew it out. You know, that's one of those you throw out, let it land,
See
and
that
move on.
you sometimes lack that filter from your brain to your mouth like I do.
We're just getting underway here,
Lord.
and our Balloonmeister Henry Rosenbaum has joined
But I
us.
do see
again
some
this
rain
morning. Good morning,
coming
Henry.
in
Hey, good morning,
the
Art,
distance.
Glenn,
So
good morning. What a fantastic day. Can you
Another
believe it?
one.
Day 5, we've got 7 sessions when we complete today.
like,
You can't ask for anything better. It's
No.
been
I
the
can
best
just,
weather
I
we've
don't know.
ever
Let's,
had.
let's
so
see. It's breaking up, but it might be
and
building up.
I think this is the second best best seat in the house is in the air.
Yeah, in one of those balloons.
One of those balloons. I mean, you just saw the ExxonMobil fly over. I mean, it's spectacular. Today's set up to be another box.
Yep.
And we've got competition. I've sent you where the targets are just south of us.
I'm gonna try to practice and see if I can
Should be a Turkish off.
get in one of these little areas.
Still working.
Little radio noise in the background there.
But yeah, so we've got the competitions. There's 2 targets just to the south of us. So the competing will be to the south. And we're going to open this field up as soon as we can to get the balloons back here to land, because we anticipate that box being here. And you should also see some static balloons, maybe on the east side of the field, the rows 1, 2, and 3.
A lot of the shapes.
They really do. So speaking of shapes,
can I before, on the competition, is that comp for overall as well?
It does not. Today is a carved out day. It's all alone.
Yeah.
So we will give some.
Just imagine if it was competition day this morning, dude. You literally have to fly over the targets,
but it's not part of the
descend to the lower levels, and fly back over the targets.
So,
crazy.
Monday and Tuesday were perfect.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to go back and I'm practicing.
Task on Thursday and Friday as well, and they will go towards the overall scores along with the pole.
I'm gonna be over here playing at the airport.
Place on Thursday, Friday. So
hopefully, if the winds go back to where they were.
Got a brand new.
Yeah, it's a brand new shape, and I'm gonna take a little pride
There
in
we
it.
go.
For a fire department and ballooning a special shape fire dog balloon.
Yeah.
So his name is Tom.
All right, so either I can go for the middle,
But it's named after a deputy chief that's no longer with us, but was in our fire.
and you have to land in the zones that are marked, or you don't get scored. But you have to literally touch a part of the target. And if we have enough balloons, I might not even compete. I might just be sitting here with the camera and announcing and collecting scores. So that's fine with me. I mean, I don't mind. I'll just have a static balloon. You know, having my balloon just sitting up. Big killer.
They're on the other side, giving you calm directions. And then once they get us en route, they're protecting us, giving us an excellent assistance. So kudos to all the 911 communications. And then the other thing is, on the back of the banner, the back of the balloon, we have a banner. It's for the all of us that are out here are drivers to have an accident with some of the emergency workers on the side of the road, or the safety workers, or your mom and dad that's on the side of the road. So there's a state law in every state that talks about moving over and slowing down. So we just want to raise the
So you got rain that way. It might kind of bounce north of us.
Bringing this balloon to it's traveling the country and eventually will travel the world.
I've seen pictures of it. Can't wait to see it live. And am I also correct that there is an RC version?
There is. Has a local, has an RC that looks just like it.
Outstanding.
So his name is Tiny. There is Marshall, who is part of the Paw Patrol.
Oh, okay.
They're cousins. And then also with NFPA has Sparky, and that's a fire dog ranger that's out there.
That's great. You're going to be working, though?
Yeah, I'm working.
Who's
I
flying
can't step
Tiny?
away, so that's a great. Jim Giphart, who is a firefighter, he's going to be flying Tiny. We put it up early today. He'll be here for Thursday and Friday's activities, but he's also going to put it up today somewhere around the E-Road.
Oh, great. Ballooning is a community. We have, as I've said, aunts, uncles, and cousins all around the country that are balloonists. I did some volunteer work years ago when I lived in Plano, Texas, with the Plano Fire Department, and I got a sense of what a community firefighters are as well. Their families, they care for each other. They've always got each other's back, and that's a great tight-knit group. And I'm sure that's the case nationally as well as in your own local communities.
It really is. All the public safety folks look after each other. And we saw this last week when we were able to reach out to the local folks down in Dallas and get some first-hand information. So, we do the similar job wherever we are around the world, and we make that connection. It's like brothers and sisters.
Absolutely. Well,
The other
looking
thing
forward to that.
I'd like to recognize today, and I went to the airport last night to pick up a dear friend, and it dawned on me all the people that are coming today for the first time.
Right.
We've been here for 5 days, and we think everybody's been here the whole time, but there are many of our guests that are here for the first time. We're putting on a fantastic show. Don't go anywhere, because we still got 4 more days after today.
I've got some of those first-timers here today. I've got two cousins here with 4 of their dear friends, and they are here for the first time. And my 2 cousins came last year, and we had that disappointing weather for the 50th. We've been talking, Art and I, about how it's almost like this is the 50th celebration. It's this kind of weather, this kind of event. We didn't get to really enjoy that last year. So in a sense, it's kind of like a delayed celebration.
There are many pilots and crews that are here for the first time. So it'll be interesting to see, let them celebrate their 50th, or it'll be our 100th celebration, but it'll be their 50th. So anyway, this is a great place to be. The community here welcomes us, and also for the Flight of the Nation folks, we're so thrilled to have people from around the world who want to come here, not only the pilots, but their family, their crew members, and all the guests that are from around the world. It's just spectacular.
And it's great they can be cut into that international involvement. Of course, we even had the Fiesta Siesta one year when there was no Fiesta, but we did Balloon Fiesta live because of COVID. So it's nice to be able to get the international.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere, huh? I ain't going nowhere.
Maybe Rosenbaum, thanks for coming up.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything that y'all do, and enjoy the show, folks.
Look forward to seeing Tiny the Fire Dog before the
Dude, there's like a skin-thin layer of a west at one knot right now, at like 400. I'm trying to get over there to that.
With an assistant balloon meister and a chief safety officer, a whole team of safety officials, of course the scoring team, the launch directors or zebras, and then all volunteers.
All of our navigators.
Yep, all part of the group that puts this on.
All right. We're getting word that Tristan, our ExxonMobil pilot and carrying our Balloon Fiesta Live camera today, wants to do an interview with us from up in the air. So take it away.
Good morning. Everything is great up in the sky. We're really enjoying it. We're headed out to the northwest. Everything is really just looking great for this morning.
Hey, so you're going to do a splash and dash on your way to the northwest?
That would be ideal. That is the case, and that's what we're looking to try to do. So we'll definitely keep you in touch if we're going to get down into the river. But with this northwest, we're really excited to go to that river again. 2 days in a row, so we're trying for a third.
Outstanding. We'll fly the balloon. We'll let him get. We'll let him get some heat in the balloon. Tristan, how much did you have to pay that launch director to wear a cowboy hat this morning?
Oh man, she is awesome and she loves to be a part of our little group that we've got going, but truthfully I think we're a part of her group because she was the one that started it before we did, and we're just grateful to have her. You know, on the other side there might have been some candy and, you know, some carrots for the zebras that, you know, made her kind of have some enticement for it.
All right, well, have a safe flight up there, my friend, and thanks for carrying the camera and dash.
Sounds great. Thanks, y'all.
That ground level ain't no
Thanks,
joke.
Tristan.
Be safe up there. Take good care of our camera person. We look forward to
So
seeing
say
the
this is okay. So technically this is the middle of the airport, right? So they're going to be
And I would see, I was
there.
right. There's the Blaser team flag.
So I got to try to make it within the
but they have
square
really
outage
4
of
balloons.
So they do have 4 balloons.
target.
Yeah.
Of course, Blaser is the team that is the company that works greatly with the Gordon Bennett teams on shipping and logistics and all
If you
kinds
look
of
at
other
the socks
opportunities.
on the ground level, the wind's
they
actually
shipped
shifting
an entire container of balloons
slightly.
and actually some of the Gordon Bennett TV stuff here as well.
Oh,
so,
awesome.
Yeah. Awesome.
Definitely
Great
light
to be working
variable.
with them.
It's definitely
There
kind
is
of
some
swaying
of our
back and
shapes, by
forth.
the way. We'll talk about tomorrow's special shapes, but a lot of them will be out today. Many we've seen all week. There's a couple of eyeballs from the brand new green elephant. Get over here to my list.
Just land where we took off from.
That's called Jata Balloon, and that is Luis Assis, who is here from
Gonna miss that over there.
Shot of his face. Nice tight
Gonna miss
shot of
the
his
center
face
of
there.
that
You
one.
can see all the details.
Great caricature for the kids to enjoy.
Which is also remind everybody that Thursday and Friday special. All the balloons feature the shape.
Right.
And then our Glodios was just the special shape.
That's
and
correct.
all of our balloons, not just the special shapes, all of our balloons have trading cards so that you can collect the trading cards from all of the balloons. In fact, there's a Balloon Fiesta Live
got a whole
trading card
Northwest
as
wind.
well.
There
And
is.
I'm
But I
not sure
guess I
that
could
we've
try to
gotten
use
it
this
out
as
there or
practice.
even talked much about
No,
it.
no,
I don't tell
Mississippi
people
was
about it.
chasing.
Yeah, I don't think we have either.
But we do have them, and in fact, one of the things that Henry left for us is the trading card from Tiny the Fire Dog. All of the trading cards will be similar to this. They'll have usually a picture of the balloon on the front. On the back, there'll be a lot of information. The ones that many of the pilots
So
have are actually
technically,
issued by
I would
Balloon
have
Fiesta,
to.
So there will also be some
This
information
is
about
pretty much
Balloon
you have to
Fiesta
land
there.
within that. If not, you don't get scored.
But yeah, and so if you're here, you can
So-
go around from basket to basket if the balloon's still on the ground and ask for those.
Dead center in the picture, the red balloon with the white line in the heart. It's flying right through the head. That's Johnny Waffle. We talked about that the other day. That is the balloon that's now flying for Rainbow Riders. Mike Heffern flies it. That is able to take wheelchairs in the basket.
right. Yeah.
So there's a door where you can
What you
wheel
doing over
in
there,
and
bro?
get strapped in. And part of the side of the balloon is a plexiglass side.
In fact, we can actually see it
Yeah,
here.
we kind of look right up into. Normally, when we look up, we just see to the side of the basket and a head or so.
Right,
But
where
we
the
can
fuck is
actually
he at?
see right through the two sides of that balloon.
And that's so the person seated in the wheelchair has a good
Yes,
view,
I'm so
because
low.
otherwise
He out in
you
the
can
field
only
over
look
here.
at just the top of the
Yeah, the
basket
top of the
rail.
basket,
No, he's
yeah.
not in
would
the
be right
field.
there
Looks like
at
it.
eye
That's
Trying
level.
to peer
Sorry,
out through
boy,
the
that shit
step
be
or
single
something.
there.
Yeah.
But with the plexiglass,
You actually
so
have a nice picture window that you can see right out of there.
you do.
So
My
that's
boy's
excellent.
slow
That's a
creeping this
new
way.
addition
Okay.
to the rider fleet,
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
so that,
So he'd be
persons
on
that
target
are
kinda doing
handicapped
this.
or bound are able to
Meow.
experience.
And here's the shot looking
Meow.
back onto the field as
Yeah.
we've got a number of balloons in the sky. But look how many more are still on the field.
And the sun is still not yet, you can see not yet up
Not
over
there
the San
yet.
Diaz as we're
Nope.
looking over towards the
You
San
can see
Diaz.
it way out to
Yeah.
the northwest. It's starting to move
Lighting
this
up
way.
the fields out in Corral.
I'm getting some strong winds down here, bro.
25. Yeah, it should be another 10 or 15 minutes. It moves pretty fast once it starts coming.
There is the Wicked Balloon Team, Defying Gravity. Wicked, of course, is an
Oh, shit.
outstanding
Oh,
Broadway
shit.
musical.
Balloon
It
Hunters
is a
in.
prequel to the famous.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't going nowhere. We're just floating, bro. I mean,
Not seen it. and
we're
yet
going
it's,
some
I
places,
guess
but
it's
just a
still in
box
production.
right now. So if you
It's
go
story.
up, it
This is looking
kind of
inside
brings
the
you back.
Meow
Pretty cool.
balloon.
Yep.
You get to see inside.
This is a brand new balloon that debuted just a few days prior to Fiesta.
Look at all the patterns there.
Yeah,
When the
the
balloon flies,
artwork.
it just kind of flows. And
Somebody showed, I think one of the photographers got a picture of it from up in the air, and somebody said it looks like the balloon is melting because the artwork is so fluid on it. It
appropriate
really
after the conversation with Wicked.
I see
Yeah.
Joe chilling over there.
Look at the ducky.
He's like, man, I'm ready.
Yeah. Oh, that's on the side of. Oh, that's a new shape that is a replica of the first Montgolfier balloon that flew with, remember, a duck, a rooster, and a sheep.
Yep.
So that's the duck.
I think the airport is
Here's a
29
shot, yeah,
in.
from the balloon cam, looking down on another balloon, one of the rider
One of
balloons.
the Rainbow Rider
Yeah.
balloons. You can see how large the basket is with the number of people. Where
Actually, I
normally
just saw the green there. That must be the red and green balloon. That's
it
by
might
them.
be. Then there's the balloon I was just about to talk about before you mentioned this one on the screen. The Cloud Hopper. This is a little one-man balloon where there is no basket. There's a wave from the pilot. You just strap into a little swing seat with the propane, and away you go. There's a good look at it. Usually there is some sort of a turning bit that allows you to turn yourself around because you don't want to land face forward.
No, you don't want to do a face plant.
You want to land going backwards, and so you have the ability to turn the chair for your own protection as it were. Of the
Arabelle's
yeah, there's
inflating as well.
Arabelle, yep, the famous Greenland dairy cow, and the Moo Crew. The Moo Crew did double work today. They had both Arabelle and the round balloon in the air. Here along the south end of the field, another of the Lazar balloons. This one is their.
See, that's what's so crazy about this shit, Chips. It's like the winds are just weird. Like, barely blows sometimes and your balloon's going crazy. Then it like blows hella times and nothing happens to it. I don't know, it's weird, bro. But it's not too bad.
Here also at the south, over by the Sitka Pilot Pavilion, is a pest control balloon that has a spider climbing up the side, although that spider is not so itsy-bitsy. Doug Gant, I almost said Doug Hamlet. Doug Gant has his balloon Hamlet, When Pigs Fly, the pink balloon with the white wings on it. We're looking at the behind side. What do they call the butt of a pork butt?
Well, since I'm on the ground, I'll get my
Is that
balloon
the bacon
through.
part? I don't know.
Bring me this way.
I don't either.
Doug will be flying in. Well,
Hey,
there's Tiger over on the sky.
Batman.
That's a new shape brought to us by Mark McSkimming, longtime friend out of the Pennsylvania area.
Batman.
I'm not sure
Burn my balloon.
I see a body of water, but it doesn't look like a river.
No, it doesn't.
Sandia Lake?
Sandia Lakes, maybe, out to the northwest.
Okay.
Sure. Could be that.
Could be. Our truck's giving us some ear direction there.
Let's see where Tristan is.
Balloon hunter said,
there's the tiger. Yeah, there's the tiger.
There's the
He's
tiger
loading
way
in.
out to the north. So,
So that
Tristan's
would be
up.
yeah.
Look above and to the left, and there's Exxon
Oh yeah,
Mobil.
there he is. So that, yep, so that would be about Sandia Lake.
Exxon Mobil on the side of the balloon. Exxon Mobil Horizons. They had a contest with all their employees to name the balloon, and didn't they tell us? I think the folks that picked the name are getting a balloon ride at some point this week.
I thought it was later this week, but yes, yeah.
I think maybe so.
Had a nice unveiling ceremony here on June 21st. I remember that's the longest day. Because of the mountains to the east of us, but a great time putting that balloon up.
We do have a multi-layer box working
There
again
he
this
is.
morning. If you look at the gray, white, black, and pink balloon just coming above the rooftop studio, they're going to the south directly over our head. Then if you look a little higher up, you can see a flow of balloons out to the northwest. Look at the green elephant and then the red, blue, and yellow balloon right in front of him. They're off to the northwest, but then higher up, look at the Rainbow Rider balloons that are coming back over to the east. So really a multi-level box. We've sort of referred to it as a mixing bowl. The other day we had like 5 distinct different direction levels, all within. It's like the third Blaser balloon we've actually, I think that's more of a what we would call a 55-gallon.
Whoa! I was just going to say the actual name of it is.
Okay, yeah.
So,
I just caught a whole
It's a can, what we would call a can shape,
yeah.
but it actually
What the
represents a drum.
So Rick Prendell from Pennsylvania is flying that for.
What was that?
And since they do everything metric over there, it's probably not 55
I'm like I'm in the turbulence.
Liters rather. Yes. Liters would be liquid.
And there's the red balloon over in this area.
I'm going the opposite way too, bro.
Exxon Mobil balloon.
That bitch took me like for a ride just now.
Half red, half green.
I'm going the same direction as you, brother.
Okay.
Like that bitch come out of nowhere.
There is
great shots from our Windfire team.
There's that new Montgolfier.
You ain't the only one, bro.
There you see the duck. And
we literally heading in the same direction now.
That should be the rooster coming around, and I think I see the
because
puffy
the
white
sheep's going
sheep
off the backside.
on the other side. Yeah. And so that's a replica of the very first hot air balloon to fly that was built by Joseph and Etienne Montgolfier in the late 1700s, 1783 to be exact.
All right.
It flew in
Y'all go on, man. Y'all know I'll be
Paris,
streaming
France.
and bye. I love y'all. Go. Y'all leave me alone, man.
Then airborne. And that's a cool new special shape. There goes the itsy bitsy spider getting into the sky. Better be careful because there's a frog coming.
Yeah, I'm moving back the other way too, bro. Like that was whatever that was. That shit just hit us.
Spiders.
Seth Hunter is flying preventive pest control.
We're all going this way now.
There's a weird episode of Everybody Loves Raymond I caught on TV last night where.
And also, in real life, there are storms around, so each storm carries their own little heartbeat. So, you know, it could be the battle of the winds, and we just man, y'all go on, man, fuck. Y'all go on.
When and they went back to her apartment. Her apartment was
my animals never mess with me until I'm doing
so that's why I'm
something,
thinking, you know, a frog balloon near a spider balloon, that might be dangerous this morning. I'm sorry, just weird things that
Charming Man 63. All right, so we're going to do our morning or our daily
in his racing balloon.
Our streamy names call out for the days. So this morning we have Charming Man 63. Let's see. What's that one down here? Talk to me. Can't really read that. I think that's it. It's pretty lame. Oh wait, here we go. Generic name: Spider. Encephalon. Danny, I seen him before. The Monster Dog. All right. Nothing too out of the ordinary this morning. Yeah, I remember the airplane almost took us out yesterday. That jet almost took out one of us, bro. Got Scooby with us. Joe's just way the fuck over that way. There's always one of us that somehow like strays away. It's like the balloon sacrifice of the day. Just kidding. Damn it, I should have turned my balloon around if I know I was going this way the whole time now. Yeah, you rocking up there, son. I'm just watching this cloud right here. Because there is rain. Like, rain's all around us. We just happened to get lucky earlier this morning. So I am not flying tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm taking streaming day off. I'm gonna get everything ready and try to promote the event for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know, Friday morning, or the mornings and afternoons, they're separate competitions because, like I said, some people can't make it for the evening, some can't make it for the morning. So just to be fair, we're going to keep those separate. So there's technically be two different winners, if anybody scores any points. But yeah, I'm just trying to get all this stuff ready, situated. I got a target map. I'm gonna have everything circled in different colors. Like I said, and each color resembles, you know. They just come from Dallas, yeah. Good way to test your skills. And get ready for the Albuquerque. The Albuquerque is gonna be the big one. There's literally going to be like a gift card prize for the two winners on our thing. So, and we're going to be doing a charity stream of something of the sort to help something or somebody. I'm thinking like maybe an animal foundation or something, because I love animals. Joe is gone, bro. He said, I took the high road and I am gone. No, Joe, don't go away from We need it. Yeah, that's the only thing, Scooby. Which one should I call you, Hunter or Scooby? You just go you by Scooby? So the only thing about that is, wow, you see that shit? The balloons glow at night, or at a certain time. They don't go off. If you actually look at other balloons, it looks like they're burning, but they're not. So that's another issue Microsoft needs to fix. That's why I'm trying to. Well, that's not the main reason, but the main reason why I'm putting the tribe together is because I want to fly with a bunch of other people with the same passion and love for what I have. It's rare, but also to kind of get more attention on the balloon aircraft and the aspects of everything and how it really works. And like I can give them so much information, and for a small fee, obviously, because I mean nothing's for free. But I mean shit, I'll work a deal with something and make it better. Have a pie ball where you can like let the pie ball go, and it'll show you where the the wind direction. Have your vehicle in the trailer. Have it to the point where you can you have to open up the trailer, you have to pull the balloon out. I mean, it don't have to show it pulling out. It could just appear or whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But just make it more realistic. Take out the basket, set it up, take the balloon bag out, drag it out, get the fan out. Like, come on, man. I mean, they do all the precept for the airplane, so why not do it for the balloon? And it's simple shit. It's simple shit. Do a little baggy throw where you can, like they do with the fireworks for the 2020 version. Why can't they do like the baggy throw? I'm down to help them out. We just gotta shake the attention to everybody. I'm telling you, we have to make a lot of noise with the balloons, and we're starting to. Like, people are starting to take a notice to everything that's going on. Alright, I hear another jet coming. I should say approaching. It's more together. What's this guy? Insulfab. Okay. I ain't even that far from the airport. Delix MMA. I can't even see you no more, bro. You're so far out now. Boo. Oh, I got funny. Funny. The monster dog. I'm just chilling, man. I've been flying in 100 knot winds for the last few days and shit. I'm just chilling. Plus, it's gonna rain any moment, so I don't get caught in the rain again. That happened to me last night. Never, ever, ever, Joe, are we going over the ocean. Never, ever again, dude. No, sorry. We almost didn't make it. Yeah, Scooby, I don't know if you know, but me and Joe and Valdez decided to go over the ocean. Try to fly back. Well, that wind that would have flown us back kind of dissipated. We literally made it by fumes, bro. Like, it was close. Never again. Never, never. Yeah, I had like 2%. I was literally, you know how like, so with the balloon, pretty much, it's kind of like with when you go into the water, it's kind of like the skipping of a rock, right? Hold on. So, shit. So pretty much what happened is that I knew that the waters, they kind of go towards the shore. Well, I was kind of going at a 45, 60 degree angle north of it. But the winds were coming from the south, so I mean it was a pretty decent wind. So what I was doing, since I didn't get the wind that I needed to bring me to the shore, is that I got low, right? Yeah, y'all peep me out. This is some lesson shit for y'all. So like what I did is I got low to the surface level of the ocean, and I would skip. And every time I skip, the waves, as the current's going towards the coast, it shift my balloon a little bit closer to the coast. More of like a south, more like a southwest or southeast. Anyway, closer to the coast. And if I didn't do that, I probably would have made it. But I was skipping my balloon like a rock on a river. The Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean. Somewhere out there. Yeah, it's somewhere out there, huh? Because we did that last night. And we took off from Princeton. That's where we're at now. But yeah, if you ever caught in the ocean, just know that the waters, they go towards the shore. So, you can use your winds and that to the effect of kind of turning your balloon in a kind of a way of turning it, or directing it. It's called skills, baby. No, just learning shit, man. Hello everybody, I'm just hovering over y'all's homes. I'm just chilling, guys. I'm having a nice little chill flight. I'm just big chilling. Big chilling, big chilling, big chilling. Where the hell is the, over here.
Right before them on the screen, we saw the big hug with the elephant and the bear doing their big hug, and there's
Oh shit, hold on before I fucking mess up here. Whoops. Just be aware of incoming jets, because yesterday, like I said, one of our balloons almost got taken out. I'm looking at them clouds though, they're going straight, so they're going, what direction is that? So the east is over here, going south. So there's more of a northeast wind bringing you more towards the sun if you get a little higher. I'm just chilling today. Just a chilling. I'm just chillin', 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 until I'm watching the balloons. Said chillin', watching the balloons. They all wanna fly to the fuck off, cause the hotter balloons are so awesome, baby. Cause you wish you could fly because they're awesome, baby. Oh, I don't know yet. Scooby. I'm just floating right now. I'm just enjoying a nice little chillax and float. Also keeping an eye on the radar too, because it could start raining at any minute. I mean, we are literally starting to get surrounded by it, so we have been graced by the weather gods to fly this morning. But yeah, if you can't make any event this weekend, but one, make sure to just do it Sunday if you can, Skibby. Saturday was probably going to be a rain out. I know for the morning and afternoon, it's supposed to rain that morning all the way till like the afternoon. So it depends on how quick the system gets out of the area, because you know we do this realistically. And then once that happens, you know, I think we might have an afternoon competition flight, but you might not be able to make that one. So Sunday morning, definitely join us, brother. Long Island, New York. We're gonna have a nice competition flight. They got like 6 targets. I don't even know where I'm at right now. I mean, I know where I'm at. I got a whole southwest wind now. Definitely rain up there. But the clouds are going more that way, so I need to pay more attention to this way. I definitely see a thunderstorm cloud right that way in the distance. Several of them. Several of them back there in the distance along beyond the hilltop. Always watch above too, because anything can happen out of the way. Definitely, that's some really big clouds back there. That's a whole storm. Oh, that's what's up, man. Hell yeah, Scooby. So you say you probably won't be able to make it Friday, but Friday we're going to be just having a mass ascension, the morning and afternoon tribe shifts, I guess, as we go teams or whatever groups. But we're going to be taking off from the New York Giant football stadium area just to kind of enjoy the city of New York, the beauty, the view of it. And then Saturday and Sunday, we're going to have our competition flight in Long Island, which is not too far from the city of New York. Weather permitting, obviously. And I'm honestly expecting Saturday morning to be a washout. 50-50 chance in the afternoon, but definitely 100% depending on the winds Sunday. We'll see. But that's definitely rain up ahead of us. Yeah, Joe, I had to go, my other balloon from yesterday, that bitch got soaked and got sand all in it, so, it's got We'll go through a process of cleaning. I see the radar down here. Yeah, the rain's starting to. That's crazy. It's like we have a little bubble or something around us. Ain't that cool? Graced by the weather cloud. And we just chilling, bro. I'm not even complaining. I'm just watching this radar, y'all. Yeah, so I'm looking up at my north. That's south there. Looking at my north. I guess we'll watch our backs too, huh? Yeah, that's some rain coming this way as well, guys. See if I can get over this field just in case. I mean, just looking at the clouds, you can see how wild the winds are up there. It is crazy because it's so calm right here. But I guarantee you go up a couple hundred feet, you're going to start blustering around. Yeah, a little shelf cloud. Thinking land on tar. I don't have no wind either, Scooby. What do you mean land on tar, Chip? Yeah, I'm just floating. But I actually had a flight like this though. Punch hips. No, some wild shit. Jets flying all over the place. So just do a little roof inspection. A little roof inspection, y'all.
So someone on our Facebook chat here says, I wish they had a tracking map for the Albuquerque balloons to the East Coast.
I hear that. I hear them.
And a tracking app like that. You know, actually there is an app that a lot of pilots use called Hot Air. It's an iOS app only. But through that app, there is a way to put out a public hashtag, as you will.
What, y'all? hear an airplane, but I don't see the son of a gun.
Can you imagine with 500?
Yeah, no,
That would be crazy.
it's a nice idea, but it's not going to work.
It's driving me nuts.
And that would be, that's the boy, because he has the, no, that's the girl, because it's got the red.
I don't fucking know, bro.
Well, yeah, and those at home are looking at Rack's building supply balloon being flown by Frankie Martinez.
There's the boy paint one. There's the window wheels. I'm not sure what the name of that balloon is now. It's probably
Red. I think it was called Red Dragon.
Red Dragon. Okay. All right. But that's the balloon we were talking about a few minutes ago.
And Hallucinations, one of the early tie-dye.
Good thing I was in a good spot when I landed just now. That was unintentional. That was totally unintentional, bro.
And look, we can see that he's just stopped right there.
Up above is the replica balloon of the Montgolfiers. There is the Solaire balloon. That would be
Look, get you a splash and dash, Scoob, if you can. Maybe, huh? Maybe not.
the Don Chalmers Sport balloon. Don Chalmers Sport, a provider of a number of courtesy vehicles for our international pilots.
Man, what, y'all? Come on, man. Y'all leave me alone. Shit. Go outside when I get done. Man. Your son wouldn't escape. I tried to escape all the time. I wouldn't give a shit. I'm not calling the fire department next time. You could be stuck in that tree until whatever happens, until an owl or he decides to say the hell with it. And I don't know. Store hut. Oh, yeah. Oh, you landed on tar? Oh, shit. That's when hard to come out of your bottom of your blade. You got a little more stopping power. Yeah, the rain is coming down in the distance. Yeah, the wind totally fucking changed when the sun came up, bro. There ain't no winds going back the other way like that. I got 38% fuel anyways. Man, I hope it's like this afternoon, man. Shit. Well, with less rain, obviously. telling you, I hear a freaking aeroplane. 'Cause I don't see nothing. Why? I'm trying to float the ground, man. I can't find Scooby. We did a splash and dash, everyone. We gotta find my boy. Oh, you're over here. I can't even see you. Very nice, dude. There's definitely a lot of air traffic around here. Pay attention to me. That's twice now. I think I'm about to land here in a little bit. Shoot across this little area here. I got 32%. I don't see anything else I can really land in on unless I fucking somehow. This is the main general direction I was going, is not really going to be as good. Gonna try to get over either right or left. And overburn like a motherfucker just now. I know these winds are crazy up here. That's why I try to stay away from them. Shit rocking me like a pendulum real fast. 1,000 feet per minute, bro. What the? A little excessive there. Oh, absolutely. Scooby, there's definitely a lot of good little fields. It's where I was at. My lineup, it wouldn't have been the best, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm pushing over, so should have a better lineup. Cause I got 27% fuel, and we're barely moving, so I gotta just make sure that I'm not stranded over just a bunch of trees or power lines or the ocean. I'm not gonna let that shit go. Just gotta watch out for jets too, because these son of guns are not. I mean, they came close yesterday. Where you at, bro? Where's my map? Where's my map? Where's my map? I'm not even going on. Yep. Now, okay, now that I got more of a right. Now, see a couple good little options. All right, so there's clouds. Okay. Doesn't look too high in the air. Oh, there's Scooby. Hello. I'm right above you now. I think I'm about to get ready to find a spot to land. Fuel's running less than a quarter of a tank. Looking at this area here, soccer field. But I'm sure the winds are going to dip somewhere on the side over here. was trying to get in this field right here. Or this one. I knew this one might get screwed up because the wind's going to push me the other way. But, hey, there's a tracker. Can't see what's below the trees.
Stand up, Arabelle. Put her down. When Arabelle flies, no, it's okay. That's my bad.
Damn, Joe Chipston went the whole. I know, that's a nice little fucking turning wind, huh? Oh, the wind's always flipping, bro. That's what I'm saying, you just never know. I know it's about to start raining, though, here shortly. It's surrounding us big time. It's surrounding us, and it's surrounding us. I know what he's doing. He's going to come back and it's going to pull him back this way. I'm having to get back up in the air again. But man, look at them clouds, bro. They are freaking moving up there. Yeah, 18%. It's not over an ocean right now. Yeah, the winds are getting wicked up here. There's Joe. There's Speedy. So I literally landed twice accidentally. And now I'm trying to land and I can't even fucking land. Oh, shit. Yes, sir. Scooby is right. The winds are shifting and changing different directions of speed. As like I was telling Joe Tips earlier, you got different individual storms with a different little heartbeat, and they're all competing for the same atmosphere. So, kind of like imagine you're in the middle of two storms boxing it out for the space, and then you're just like the security guard trying to break it up, and you're just like getting hit in the process with it, you know. Happens in real life all the time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come on up in here. I got 14%. That should be good. I think Joe's gonna try to hit that land over there. Scooby, he's just been vibing over there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's getting ready time to land. Be sure to take these at a 45 to 60 degree angle. Hold on to something sturdy. You can hold on to a little bit of this. You can hold on to this right here. Please do not touch this right here. Do not pull this cord. And do not, please forever, do not accidentally turn, knock over, or disengage any of these pieces or the switches. You can hold this. Be careful on the landing. Do not get out the basket until I tell you to for your safety. When I tell you count down to 3, prepare yourself, brace yourself, and what we subscribe, and you should be good to go. Alright. It'll be a little different kind of a landing. It's just not gentle because we're kind of in a diagonal spot with the corner of the balloon, which I don't like. But we'll be alright. I see it for you, brother. Alright. Thank y'all for flying with me this morning, y'all. It is always a pleasure. Now, it's time to bring her on down. Try to make this landing as soft as possible. So Scooby's going down for his landing. Very nice landing there. Good job, Scooby. Now we're going over here, see what the magician is doing. Very nice flight this morning, guys.
Photo op time. And the cowboy hats are back out with the Lando and his cowboy hat. There you go,
Very nice. And there's your crew truck right there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been another pleasurable, fun, awesome, a very nice, calm flight this morning. I loved it. Man, look, y'all have an awesome day. I'll probably see some of y'all tonight. No flight tomorrow. No flight tomorrow for me. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be our first trial and error event. So we'll see what happens there. Invite your friends, bring people. See how many balloons we can get for this. But yeah, thank you for flying with me, Chips and Scooby. Y'all have an awesome kick-ass day. For those who joined in and tuned in, thank y'all. Y'all have an awesome kick-ass day. I think today's what, Wednesday? Hump day, I believe. Anyways, this is your boy Bayou Man Gaming. We will be back on flying once again tonight. Stream starts at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll be taking off by 8:30, weather permitting. I'm gonna have a day where I need to go get some food because I'm hungry as hell. And I will holler at y'all later on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And also don't forget to hit up my boy Joe Chips YouTube channel. He's our secondary camera, so you can get 2 different angles of this tour in making history. Let's go. Balloon Tribe. We fly.